Just say welcome to A.
Welcome to another.
Another.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. See, I'm the professional.
Yeah, you are.
I've used quite a few flute samples of like bamboo flutes and Japanese flutes, but not any of Adrianne's yet, so someday we will.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to listen to one of the flutes make an appearance in one of my first solo albums, then there's a song called Mars, and my bamboo flute does something in the background, but it's all affected and stuff, so it sounds mysterious.
Merchandise is something that is on our list of things to do, but honestly we've had so many other projects going on it kind of got deprioritized. We recently did some work for a video game company, and we've got some other cool stuff going on that we can't go into a lot of details about right now. So again, it is something that we want to do. It's just right now all of our time and money is funneled towards a super cool thing we're doing the last week of February that we will probably tell you about sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna do some live streaming stuff again, and we'll likely play more than just Arcade. So we'll let people know when we're gonna do some gaming. If it's something people can join us on, that would be rad. So keep an eye out for that. It's been really busy with the holidays and with a couple jobs that we've had. So going into this year, we're working on a number of projects as well, and that's one of the ones we hope to get back to.
No, actually that has not happened.
Photo shoot.
We did a photo shoot a few hours ago and I did almost set my hand on fire, so that kind of counts, I think.
Yeah, that counts. A lot of that lingo also applies to society, so there's a lot of similarities between the human body and the way that society works to the way that a computer's built, the way that we write code, in the way we communicate, basically. Sometimes it helps to use a programming language of a sort to describe how mankind is very much a machine as well, and in that way you are both programmed and also reprogrammable. The actions that you do can also program other people or affect them, so there's a lot of that type of imagery, and it helps with the storytelling.
We are planning on putting Onyx Philomela on Spotify eventually. We'll probably wait a few months. Typically whenever we release new material, we just do it via download first and then streaming later.
It is an angry song. It's about people that take credit from others, and they try to pacify people or silence them by intimidating or by giving gifts, and hiding behind others, letting others do the dirty work for them. So yeah, no, specifically about those types of people, and it is based on actual real life things that have happened to me, things I've seen, things that have happened to friends of mine, and I'm just calling it out. Another question of ours I could even segue into is asking about the lyric style, and this is a good example of where you can tell a story by maybe just like one phrase, but doing different layers to it, so you invoke a mood, a few different meanings at once, and some direct, phrasing or very clear imagery, suggestions of things also work. We don't have a lot of time in one song to tell a story or multiple angles of a story. So the lyrical style will change depending on what the story needs. And with Negredo, if it feels angry, it is an angry song. A lot of the songs are angry. I would say, to be fair, our first album has a lot of angry songs too. But there's a lot of sad notes that I think are present alongside that. My focus with music is to invoke hope, to empower people. My goal is not to whine, complain, do nothing, and just talk about how bad things are. I'm like, yeah, we all know things are bad, and we all know what things are bad. We all know things are bad even when we're doing bad things. So it's a matter of helping people not to fear as much. And even if that's coming out about something bad they've done, just have less fear, because you're more likely to own up to something if you're not scared of what people are going to do to you. You're more likely to help someone else if you're not that scared. So you create a domino effect with by removing fear, and a progressive domino effect. Anyway, I hope that explains sort of how the lyrical style works with our music, and explains a little bit more behind Negredo. And we always welcome questions about our songs. So if there's a song you're not really sure about, or a part in a song that you're like, what is that? What does that mean? You can ask us, and we'd be happy to talk about it.
The whisker's coming off.
Oh no!
Okay. Is today a good day?
Yeah, today's a good day. Progressive, tough, tricky things and headaches and other things like that, but that doesn't make it a bad day. Let's say bad day is like you really gotta have a majority of stuff going wrong in a day. But if it ends okay and you're safe, it's not a horrible day. That's just a really tough day.
Adrianne had a good day. I mean, when you're writing stuff or working on an album, you're kind of in that moment. Like, I've always viewed an album as kind of a snapshot of one particular moment in time. Even if that moment may stretch over several months or however long it took to write it. But as someone who's released multiple albums, there is this weird pressure to kind of conform a little bit to what you've done before, because using like the Luna sequence for an example, there's a specific set of elements that combine to kind of make that project what it was, like the drum and bass influence, the orchestral stuff. And then when I wanted to try new things, I also kind of felt like if you didn't keep some combination of those same elements, then it's not necessarily recognizable as the same thing. So, but then in some ways I wasn't necessarily inspired by those same elements anymore, because the Luna sequence is like 8 or 9 years old now. It's you see fans come and go, which I've always found very interesting, in that like you'll know some people because they comment on your Facebook page very, very often, and then suddenly they don't comment anymore, and then they're gone, and then you have a new group of people maybe with a new album. So your kind of fan base and the people you interact with is kind of transient, and you just kind of express where you are at that particular moment, and then are just happy that you connect with the people that you do on it, and like all moments, eventually it's gone and you move on to the next thing.
Yeah. It's just sort of sometimes you know that a fan might not follow you somewhere, but you like what you do, so you just do it.
In general, I prefer software for most of my productions. It really fits my workflow better, and in the mixing process I tend to make a lot of changes, so sometimes re-recording hardware synthesizers over and over again gets a bit old, so I like the freedom the software gives. There are a few hardware devices that I like to use. I've got a couple of analog synths, because there's a couple of things that analog synths are still better at than most software.
Yeah.
I really, really love analog distortion in particular. I've actually thought about just getting like a modular rig that's nothing but just various distortion effects. There's like this warmth that you get with electricity going through actual components that I feel I prefer, because I mean there's really cool like really harsh digital distortion effects that you can get that are cool, but I don't know, to me just a really, really good tube distortion just sounds just like a living, breathing, snarling monster in a way that digital stuff doesn't. So someday when I have millions and millions of dollars, I will buy distortion stuff.
Millions and millions of dollars.
Millions. No, actually, I probably will just get that
much.
Electron, the analog heat new device thing that they have. It's like really expensive. It's like $800 or something. But it pretty much does all the stuff that I want to do, and it uses their overbridge system, which even though I'm not sponsored to say, is actually really cool.
Cool.
So in regards to people remixing, yeah, we're always open for people remixing our songs. So if that's something you might be interested in, get in touch with us and we can have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
We don't currently have any plans to go on tour in the near future, primarily because it just costs a lot of money that we don't have right now. We're currently working on some songs for a third album and some other projects that we can't really announce yet, but once those are wrapped up, we will take another look at touring. Actually, I did the cover for the past 2 albums that we've released. A Color for Fiction with some photography that was done here locally. And the cover of Onyx Philomela is actually a mixed media piece that I did that's in the garage, which we will go show you right now.
But I think it's best the unlimited sushi.
Food.
Food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to like narrow
Simplify.
it down.
Yeah.
So 3 songs.
Yeah.
Pick 3 songs.
Well, okay, so I'm not gonna pick 3 songs. I'm gonna fail you, but I'm gonna be a success for you. And I would say Most Things by Kate Bush and the song Gypsy by Moody Blues. And I really am not gonna go further than that because like there's a ton of genres and a ton of music I like. I'm good with that.
How many videos have we done? Like, I wasn't even thinking about it because I thought you were just gonna talk.
I also
about
really like
it.
video game soundtracks, like from Super and Nintendo. But yeah. We want to give a shout out to Alex for running an Invocation Array fan page on vk.com. We've got it in the link below, so check it out.